We're going to be talking a little English Premier League action for Saturday, the final day of August, and the nationally televised game here in the United States between four-time defending Premier League champ Manchester City and West Ham United, who they will visit in London at London Stadium. This game will be played at 12:30 Eastern Time in the United States, and it's an early evening matchup out in London. Hopefully the weather will be compliant because we expect to see goals here. Total is set at 3.5, and the free play here, courtesy of the Wager Talk TV YouTube channel, will be on the over. Man City is a minus 270 favorite. A draw pays out plus 450, and the upset from the West Ham United squad would play plus 650 would pay it out. So that would be interesting to see the Hammers win this game. It's Julian Lopetegui in his fourth match at the helm of the Hammers, and he has gone 1-1 in EPL play and just comes off an EFA Cup win over Bournemouth in a snoozer of a contest. The fans were not too pleased with a 1-0 home win, but they did advance, and we'll see how that affects them going into this one. They come in, like I said, 1-1 with 3 points in the EPL. They lost the debut game for Lopetegui with West Ham. He has previously been the coach at Wolves, and before that he was part of the Spanish national team for a while. He's coached at Real Madrid, so accomplished manager. He's coached at Porto as well, but John Duran, the Colombian, scored late and offset a Lucas Paquetá equalizer, and West Ham ended up with a 2-1 loss against Aston Villa in their opener. They do come off a 2-0 win over Crystal Palace. Very impressive matchup, and posting that win because Palace had come off a really solid debut. Thomas Souček and Jared Bowen scored goals for West Ham in that one. Bowen was provided the game winner in the 88th minute against Bournemouth on Wednesday, and probably is going to be out there. He's the West Ham captain, and we'll see how he is affected by playing a couple of games in the same week. He might come off the bench. We'll have to see. Certainly, Lopetegui has some decisions to make with Thomas Souček having played. Edson Alvarez also played. Lucas Fabianski did a great job to keep a clean sheet, but will probably give way to Frenchman Alphonse Areola in front of net. Mikel Antonio, the Jamaican, did not play at all, so he should be in the mix. We'll see if it is indeed alongside Bowen. And so in this matchup, you've got a Man City squad that comes in undefeated, 2-0, 6 points from the two matches, from 6 possible points. They've scored 6 goals, allowed just 1. They beat Chelsea 2-0 in their opener and come off a 4-1 win over Ipswich Town. They trailed 1-0 against Ipswich Town after 7 minutes, but led 3-1 by the time the 17th minute rolled around. And Kevin De Bruyne scored, and Erling Haaland is already up to 4 goals on the season. He had a hat trick last time out, so really in form, and it probably helped that he has fresh legs coming in since Norway didn't qualify for the Euros. So he is on a rampage early on in the EPL. And so we will go with over 3.5 goals in this matchup, and Haaland to score is minus 150 on an anytime goal. So if you're going to bet that first or last. But I kind of like Jeremy Doku, the Belgian, to score an anytime goal as a value play. You can get that at plus 350, and I think he will be in the mix for Pep Guardiola. The last time that these two teams squared off was the final game of last season, as Man City coasted to that 4th consecutive EPL title, and it was Man City with a 3-1 win at home. Mohamed Kudus scored for West Ham, but it was Phil Foden scoring with twice inside of 20 minutes, including in the second minute. He's not going to be in the mix today. He hasn't really been training, so he will likely sit, as will Rodri. Rodri, if he is in this matchup because he has returned to training, will probably be in the mix off the bench. So we will see what happens here in this contest. These teams last played at London Stadium on September 16th of 2023, and Man City won that one 3-1. I think a 3-1 scoreline is perfectly within the realm of possibility here. James Ward-Prowse, who also played off the bench this weekend, earlier this week against Bournemouth, scored in that matchup to give West Ham a 1-0 lead that they took to the break. But Doku scored immediately to open the second half, and then Bernardo Silva and Haaland followed with late goals to give Man City a nice 3-1 cushion. They're playing really well. The spread would indicate that in this matchup, especially at a minus 270 on the three-way money line. If you want to lay the goals, it's like a goal and a half with Man City. I wouldn't talk you off that. I certainly would not recommend taking the goal and a half with West Ham at home, considering they will probably have the wearier legs in this contest, even though we are pretty early in the season. So the plays here are the over on 3.5 goals between West Ham and Man City City's Jeremy Doku to score an anytime goal pays out over 3 times your investment. Certainly wouldn't talk you off if you want to eat the juice on Erling Haaland to score an anytime goal. But again, at minus 155, that's at your discretion. Smash that like button for me. Make sure you subscribe to all of our videos here at Wager Talk TV so you never miss a play. Check me out at Sports Memo at sm.buzz/TDM. You got free plays and package information. Got a big day of college football. There's also MLB, WNBA going on. One WNBA game on Saturday afternoon. Tons of soccer. Best way to get in on the action is through a three-day pass this weekend. You can also get a daily pass. You can also get a monthly pass. We've got great deals going on where you can get a week of college football basically free. Look into that. And I'm on a 7-0 run heading into Friday night after a great Thursday to open week 1 on the college football season. Soccer, you can check out my EPL record, speaks for itself. You can look at that on my bio page. I won't bore you with that in this video. But again, you can access that at sm.buzz/TDM and follow me on Twitter at Mejia Dinero. Once again, over in West Ham Man City, Jeremy Doku, anytime goal. I'm Tony Mejia. Thanks for watching.